couple years ago. Welcome back, welcome back. We have a representative from the 4-H club, and is it a club? Yeah, I guess it's got to be a club, right? Billy Major?
Well, the 4-H is a club, but it's something bigger than that. It's just not a club.
Yeah,
it's from the Extension Service,
yes,
extension of the Extension Service.
Yes, an extension of the Extension Service. That's what it is.
And it's also it's a national organization. How long's 4-H been around? Do you have any idea?
It's been around in Arkansas for 100 years in 2008, and I just saw something like in Tennessee, this is their 100th year. So, but it's been national for more than 100 years.
Yeah, and it's like health, heart,
hands, and heart, health, hands, and head.
Heart, health, hands, and head. I was a 4-H'er once upon a time, about 40 years ago, that kind of stuff. And they teach all kinds of things. We had like homemaking skill. I mean, we made crafts. We did all kinds of stuff. I remember Dorothy Shipman was our.
They still do that some, but they've branched out in other stuff now. From robotics and science to you still have your traditional cooking and your livestock, but now
we have camping and hiking because you brought here previously for that.
Yeah.
Do you earn badges like you do in Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts?
No, not really badges.
Okay.
There's it kind of depends on what you want to do. Like we have at the end of the year we have a kind of an awards banquet. And I'll give them pins and stuff if they've accomplished a certain project and stuff that they can wear around. But as far as badges or anything, no, there's no kind of badges that you wear on a uniform or anything.
Okay, but you do have criteria that you meet to
what they do is they can pick a project, whatever project they want to do, and then their goal is for them to learn life skills through the project, as far as like maybe reporting and recording stuff. Just teamwork maybe if they're doing on a team effort. Having a kind of a block right now. Just any kind of life skills. All that.
Who can be in 4-H? Anybody?
It's 5 to 19. From 5 till basically 8, they're considered a clover bud. And from 9 till 13, they are a junior member, and 14 to 19, they're a senior member.
And do you meet once a week?
Normally, clubs will meet basically once a month, and if they have any kind of special project that the club is doing, they can meet throughout any other time in the month. Normally, like our horse clubs, they meet once a week during the summertime and ride and stuff, and then they have business meetings too during the month. But in our shooting sports club, when they're practicing, they meet once a week too. But most of them meet once a month and have a club meeting.
So clubs are specific as opposed to just being a general 4-H club?
Yes. We have 9 clubs in Baxter County right now, community clubs. We have some clubs, we have a couple clubs that are in school and then in 2 child care facilities that they started a club this summer. But mostly what we have are community clubs, and the clubs can meet at a certain time that they choose, and they meet once a month, twice a month, whatever they choose to do.
Well, what are the clubs in Mountain Home? I don't know if you can, I don't expect you to reel off all 9. I'll be impressed if you can, Billy, but
I've got a horse down, actually.
Okay.
We have the Lucky Clovers, our shooting sports club. We got Baxter County and Cotter Livestock, North Fork Rebels, Easy Riders, and Blazing Saddles. Those are our 2 horse clubs. We have a new club, T&C Clovers. They are just getting established. And then we have the dog club.
The adult club?
Dog club.
Oh, a dog club. Okay.
Yes.
So a dog club, a shooting club?
Yes, shooting sports.
Shooting sports and a couple of horse clubs.
Horse clubs. We have one just kind of all-purpose, Lucky Clovers, that they don't really have, some of them have kind of set projects that they work on. The Lucky Clovers is pretty much the kids have all kinds of different projects that they want to do. And then we have the 2 livestock clubs, and the T&C Clovers, they're going to be kind of just an open, whatever the kids want to do sort of club.
Cool. Well, how do you join?
You can, there's no membership fee or anything. What I would suggest is maybe calling the office and then talking to me, and I'll kind of give them a rundown of all the clubs, and a lot of times I'll send them information in the mail. And then what I suggest is they could go to a club and kind of audit it, whichever of they're choosing, and see if that's the club for them, and like the parents to be involved too, and the child. They go audit a club. If they think that that's what they want to join, then they fill out a membership form, and then they're in 4-H and they're in that club.
Well, do you have adult sponsors like den mothers and I mean, I'm familiar with Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, and so that you have den mothers. So you need adult volunteers?
Yes, we need adult volunteers. Each club has at least one adult volunteer. Some of them have 2 or 3. And those, the adults are there kind of for guidance. The clubs we kind of run the club in kind of like parliamentary procedure. We have club officers, and they run the meetings, and the adults are there just kind of supervise and kind of help them along with the activities and stuff. But yeah, we need adults, leaders. The adults, anybody that is an adult, they go through background checks and all that stuff to be certified adults. So they're not just anybody coming in off the street. We make sure that all the adults are haven't had any past history with any kind of youth. So
You talk about the different clubs. Can you join more than one club?
you can join more than one club. 1 to 2 clubs is kind of like a suggestion. If you join too many clubs, they kind of get strung out and they got too much projects going on.
They meet at different times.
They all meet at different times. Most of them meet there was a couple of the clubs that met both on Mondays. But yeah, they pretty much meet. A lot of times they meet at the beginning of the month. I think our shooting sports meets more at the end of the month. So, but a lot of times they try to set it up where they could do multiple clubs if they want to. We've got some that are in the Lucky Clovers and the Dog Clubs. We've got a couple that are in the Lucky Clovers and the Shooting Club, and the Norfolk Rebels and Shooting Club. So that they
and for
could
kids
join.
in school, I'm sure these meet after school.
Yeah, most of them meet in the evening. The T&C Clovers, they meet on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, the last Saturday of the month.
And then most of your functions are going to be on the weekend, I would assume.
We usually do most of the stuff in the evening or on the weekends.
Okay. Yeah. I know for the 4-H, they submitted a lot of things for the fairs.
Yes, they do.
And that's, is that one of the biggest thing that's kind of the payoff for the whole year? Is
yeah,
that right?
A lot of their projects they can't enter it in the fair, like you do our livestock, and some of the home economic projects they enter in the livestock or the educational building. We do other stuff. We do judging contests in 4-H. During the summertime, we have what's called a RAMA, and they do speeches and stuff. So 4-H kind of helps promote speeches and other activities. And then in the summertime, the senior members, it's just for senior members only, we take them to Fayetteville to state Arama. And the ones that qualified from district Arama will go to state, and then they do their speeches too again, and or any other activities that they were in. They have dances at district, and just really fun. We stay on the university campus for 2 days. The adults get no sleep, and then they drive home. And the kids are in the back of the car sleeping.
Well, how is 4-H funded? If you don't have any dues, there are no fees. Are you funded by the U of A? Is it a government program?
Some of this stuff comes from U of A. We do a lot of fundraisers. Like this weekend, Greg's Farm Service is doing a fundraiser for us. They're kind of doing an open house and also doing a fundraiser for us. And we do rabies clinic in the spring. We've talked about that. That's a fundraiser for 4-H. And we do some other ones too.
So is it considered a 501c3 if someone made a contribution to 4-H? It's not a charitable contribution?
Yeah, it would be considered
It would be considered a charitable contribution if you donated to, because I always wonder, because the U of A extension, I'm sitting here going, well, who pays for, we used to get booklets and stuff when I was in 4-H. We got notebooks and, you know, and all kinds of stuff.
Is there anything you pay for?
The project books.
Project books and
things. They'll have project books. If you decide to get a project book, then that you go to the National 4-H website, and you can order project books off of them. There are some fees. Like we have a summer camp, and there is a fee for that, just to pay for the T-shirts and the meals and everything. Most of the stuff that we do, though, there isn't a cost for it. The trip that we went on for the High Adventures hiking, there was a fee to that, and that was a state activity, so they had to pay into the state.
For transportation and meals and things like that, if nothing else.
Well, it sounds like there's just about anything for any body in that age group.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of opportunities, travel. Like we went to the hiking trip. There's Kansas City Global, a lot of conferences that they can go to. A lot of camps. There's actually more camps in Little Rock they can go to during the summertime. There's some military camps that any kids that their parents are serving, I think they're all free for those too. They're with grants and stuff. A lot of times we get some grants too for 4-H to pay for some projects.
But you have a membership. Is this a membership drive month of yours?
It's kind of a membership drive, but this is National 4-H month. October is, and this week is actually National 4-H week. in 4-H. So I've done some promotion, talking to you guys, and then yesterday Judge Brodenhammer signed a proclamation last night at the Quorum Court meeting dedicating Baxter County to 4-H week. So we've done a few things.
Good. So if somebody wants to be a member, they need to call you?
Call the office, 425-2335.
Now, where's your office located?
It's hard to find.
Yeah.
It's on the corner of Church and
Are you in the old
6th Street.
Baptist church building
Yes, we
still?
are.
You in the basement?
We're on the 2nd floor.
You're on the 2nd floor.
So it's on the corner of 6th and Church.
Yeah, it's kind of back over behind the square and then up
Behind
north
the
of the square a little
in
bit.
between Game and Fish and the Bank of America.
Yeah.
So yeah, we look like an old church.
Yeah, because that throws people a little bit.
But you've got a sign out front, I'm sure.
It's a very small sign.
Very
It says Cooperative Extension Service.
Okay.
I'd like to have 4-H sign, but if I could get someone to make one, that would be great.
Yeah. Now, how long have you worked with 4-H, Billy?
This will be my going on 4th year.
4th year?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I started the week before the fair, and we also have the 4-H food booth, which is a fundraiser for 4-H, so we raise a lot of money through that. I'd been there, I'd started a week before, and then I got to meet everybody in the food booth. And that project is a little overwhelming if you have never done it before.
With only a week of...
So it's a great way to throw you in,
Yeah.
see if you're going to survive or not.
I
right?
know. I think they did that on purpose to see if I would stay.
Well, you passed.
I passed, and it's getting easier
Yeah.
to get everything coordinated and prepared for the fair.
Good.
Well, Billy, thanks for coming by.
Thanks for
Good to
having
see
me.
you, and keep up the good work.
I'm trying.
If you're interested in becoming a member, you can contact Billy at the number that was on the screen, or there's more information at the end of the show, or you can just call the offices here, and we'll get you contacted with Billy. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Up next, Terin, Hollies, and Dorothy Judd, Twin Lakes Choral Society, the Fall Festival. Stay with us.